Hello. So my unit plan is for this outcome here in grade 7 technology education. So a learner will implement the design process in relation to the concept of Netukulimk. So what we will be discussing in here is the using 5 activities. We will be looking at how students can solve the problem of the reliance on fossil fuels or their carbon footprint and its effect on the carbon footprint. So the first lesson would be to find the carbon footprint using the website here with the link. They can answer the questionnaire. And once they find their carbon footprint, they can use we can use the tool also to compare our carbon footprint in Canada with other places in the world. For presentation, they can present their understanding, again answering these questions, the discussion questions, on their own using Google Slides probably is a good idea, and also taking a screenshot of their carbon footprint and placing it in the Google Slide presentation. For the second activity, we will be talking about different sources of energy, renewable sources of energy. Here we'll be using a curation. The curation link would be posted on Google Classroom. Students can use this link with different renewable sources of energy that are used in Nova Scotia, just to see which ones are useful here in Nova Scotia, for example. Not every source of energy is going to be very useful here. For example, geothermic is not a very good source of energy in Nova Scotia, at least. It is not used very well. Hydro and wind power are a good source of energy, and they have produced good results. The third link here I have is Decentralized Energy Canada, where they talk about advances in the energy production, renewable source of energy, and how mainly the most important part in this link is how the prices have come down significantly in the past few years. For the assessment for this lesson, again, a Google Slide presentation. If students are working individually, if they would choose to work in groups of more than one, 2 or 3 max, they can present using a video or a poster. I usually recommend this so students can not rely on using Google Slides too often. For the third activity, we would introduce the concept of Netukulimk. So for this, I would show a video. This video is found on a website called Ocean School Help Center. This website also provides a really good discussion, so students can answer some questions and deepen their understanding of the concept of Netukulimk. For the assessment here, I just would be observing students and having discussions with the students, especially the ones who are not participating, for if they're just the shy kind of student, or students who are EL students and are usually less likely to speak up in class. So we can have one-on-one discussions with these students, so we would assess their knowledge and understanding. A fourth activity would be to perform a life cycle analysis or life cycle assessment of the different sources of energy, comparing to a fossil fuel source of energy and a renewable source of energy. For assessment, again, or the student's product would be a Jamboard or a mini poster created by the student as well. And finally, the main project is a 3 multiple class. I usually use about 3 classes for those projects, and students are to create a proposal for what is the best source of energy to replace fossil fuels, or sources of energy, if they have multiple sources of energy that they would like to propose. For their products, students need to present to create a Google Slides presentation and then present their work in front of the class. So they would allow time for discussion as well. And that would be it.